film group for the movie Risk.
Oh, we gotta see our film group. I don't think my team did that, but here I am. Risk.
Special guest. Wait, what? Oh, special guest Elijah.
Elijah.
I am Braxton, the director. This is Hanaro, the scriptwriter. This is Roman. Oh, cinematographer, my bad. Oh, and this is Clea, our editor and lead actor. And oh, my bad. And as a director, I thought it was really fun, especially to be like, yo, is this a good idea? Should we do this? You know, you're kind of like the main guy. You gotta like tell them what to do, and you got to go side and side and help the scriptwriter make the script and the storyboard and help the cinematographer. So that was pretty fun. And some of the downsides of it was that like sometimes even though like you would ask someone to do something, like they won't do it, so you would have to be like, oh, to one of your teammates be like, oh, we gotta do this real quick, right? But other than that, we're cooking, brother.
No, but one thing for sure as a director, I would say, even though I wasn't one, but I can kind of see it because you have to be like a team leader and kind of help out, is always make sure you communicate with your team. You know, hey, is this good? Hey, is this time good? Hey, when can we meet? Hey, when are we free? You know, or hey, is this idea good? Do we all agree on it? Like, you know, all that type of stuff. And then as another thing is, as soon as you film one little clip, even if it's just a little bit, always give it to your editor right away so they can start editing as they go. So that way everything comes really clean and good, and you don't give them everything last minute and they don't have enough time to edit. So
yeah, and like also like especially like choose dates ahead of time to like figure out when everybody's able to film,
sure.
Especially when it like comes close to closing in on the final film and the rough draft. So.
And then even though you're done with the film, always make sure you have an extra day free in case you wanna refilm or remake something, or something wasn't good enough, or the wind messed it up, or lighting. If anything was bad, always make sure you have one more week of retakes. You know, just in case. Like you always need that. Like you never know when something goes bad. Like you can film something, everything good, but the audio was bad, so you're gonna have to redo that. Unless you're gonna do a voiceover, but whichever is fine, you know, like always make sure you have a remake day so that way you guys can get everything done and make sure you guys come back together and get everything good.
Acting, you gotta like lock in. Because I was lead actor, but this guy, he's like, in the interrogation room scene, will you stop? I'm trying to talk. This guy, you like locked in acting probably, I mean, honestly better than mine. Another thing is locations. What you gotta do is just drive around like areas, or if you can't drive, just walk around, figure out a way to get somewhere, look around, choose your like location before you go there and realize, oh, this is ruining it, or oh, that's ruining it.
Especially if you're starting to think about locations during like storyboard writing and stuff.
Yeah.
And make sure you know everything's that your team knows everything, and basically that. And then as a main actor though too, because I was for my team, it's just like don't goof off, you know, like try to be in your role, and then make sure when you find your main actors put something that fits them. Like if they're really funny, you put something with them that's funny. If they're serious, put them serious, and if they have something going on, to make sure like it kind of fits them, so that way they can do the best they can in that criteria. So.
And what did you also think about since you're also an editor?
Editing.
Was my idea good? Where if you get little clips, you would give them to your editor right away.
For sure, yeah. That was hardly the case for our team because as editor, I also provided the equipment. That's not a thing that all editors do, but like I had the camera, the SD cards, all the stuff, and it made it easier. But yeah, you definitely gotta work on editing. Like even if you don't have all the film done, at least if you have one scene done, put that scene together because you'll have something for share outs and stuff. And you don't want to like edit the whole thing like at the very end, because also when you're editing like in the start and the middle of, you know, the whole filming process, it helps you like figure out, oh, I can change this and change that and make it perfect basically.
Being a scriptwriter took a lot of communication with my team, especially the director and cinematographer.
Alright, but scriptwriter, I would say, even though I didn't do this, but I guess I can kind of get a gist, is don't go like all crazy and make up stuff, you know? Like, make sure
Your whole team, dude.
Basically, I guess. So when you're the scriptwriter, always make sure that locations and everything connect and come in place. Especially the story, like make sure it connects and locations and everything kind of makes sense and all that. And then when you're writing it, make sure your team knows so that way they can get a gist of it. Even when you're barely starting to write it, always let them know every update and all that, so that way they can kind of get ready for it. And so yeah, but make sure the story aligns really well. Don't like bring stuff out of the blue, you know. So.
Yeah, and overall, I feel like for the film team and stuff, the most important thing is knowing what equipment you have and what equipment you need, getting down locations and stuff, and overall just communication with your team. Like if you have good communications, you're golden. So that's what I think overall. So.
One last, pay attention to sound. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
sound, if you have bad sounds, like some movies we saw this year, ruins the whole thing.
It ruins the whole thing. And also like just go through when you finish your film or your rough draft, go through and see what you can improve
Play it.
on, and like
Play it a bunch of
especially
times.
like because there's some teams that like would just have like black screens and have talking over it and stuff, and it just add visuals for scenes like that. Just like make sure your audience is captivated. They want to know more about your story. So yeah,
Is it?
that's what I think.